Japan school lunches rated most nutritious among developed nations.
Here's a summary of the article.
A landmark report by the UN's children agency UNICEF released Tuesday shows Japan topping the charts for childhood health indicators, with low rates of infant mortality and few underweight children. It also manages the lowest incidence of childhood obesity among the 41 developed countries in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development and European Union. Experts say there are various factors at work, including a health-conscious society and regularly mandated checkups for children, but a nationwide school lunch program also plays a key role. School lunches with menus that are created by nutritionists are provided to all primary schools and the majority of junior high schools throughout Japan. Mitsuhiko Hara, a pediatrician and professor at Tokyo Kasei Gakuin University, told AFP. The lunches are mandatory, no packed lunches allowed, and while they are not free for most, they are heavily subsidized. Each meal is designed to have around 600 to 700 calories balanced between carbohydrates, meat or fish and vegetables. One sample meal served to children in Japan's Gunma gives a flavor, rice with grilled fish and a spinach and sprout dish, served with miso soup with pork, alongside milk and dry prunes. School lunch is designed to provide nutrition that tends to be lacking in meals at home, Education Ministry official Mayumi Ueda told AFP. I think it contributes to the nutritional balance necessary for children.
This post received a score of 5,921, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I watched an episode of a YouTube channel called Only in Japan about this subject. Very informative. Those kids have well-portioned meals that look like lots of care and effort was put into their lunch.
A lot of those kids help prepare and cook those meals as well as clean behind themselves.
All the kids. Well, not really the cooking, but they bring it from the school kitchen to the classroom and serve it up to their classmates. Then clean up and return the dishes to the kitchen afterwards.
And they do it daily.
I've learned the hard way that kids have to be fed daily.
After the third one I finally Googled it.
The global population was significantly lower before Google.
Opening square bracket. A YouTube channel made by a Canadian-Japanese family living in Tokyo. This video is one of my favorite of theirs. It is well produced and interviews the people involved quite well. It shows the difference between school lunches in Japan and elsewhere, and how much they care for it.
I love his videos. They're interesting, informative, and his voice is so calming and positive.
I wanna eat school lunch in Japan and I'm old.
There is a large Japanese population where I grew up and I miss the food daily.
While in USA kids are expelled from school for lunch debt, the food also served is fucking disgusting greasy mess too. Murika learns something from Japan.
Greater than Murika learns something from Japan. There's a lot of improvement the US can do with school lunches, but a lot of it is reflected on just how poorly US kids eat in general. 2/3 of kids in the USA have a sugared drink every single day and 1/3 have 2 or more every day. Large amounts of kids in the USA are used to diets that are high in simple carbohydrates, fat, and processed foods. So if you gave everyone in the USA these well-rounded meals that they have in Japanese schools, you'd have a lot of kids just refusing to eat them.
IIRC in Japan, school lunches in elementary school are mandatory and you can't bring food from home. Even if you could, I would imagine being picked on if you did.
I remember eating with a first-grade class as a guest, and there was a sweet little 5-year-old next to me. She looked determinedly at her food, grabbed her chopsticks and said, "I hate peppers but I'll do my best," and ate them. Anytime I ate with students after that, I made sure to eat everything, even the stuff I hated. They teach as much about your attitude towards food as anything.
They are also delicious. The high school I teach at has an exchange with a sister school in Japan, and when we are there they give us vouchers to eat at the school cafeteria. I swear to God I am absolutely addicted to their curry. Meanwhile, when their students visit us in the USA, we have to beg our host families to provide lunch for them because our school cafeteria is barely edible.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.